Hello everyone. Welcome to Ortho Implants for Life. Thank you all for the love and support you all are showing to our channel. We will always give our best to bring the best to you and answer all your queries one by one. This week, we will discuss about orthopedic OT assistant and their evolution. We are dubbing the previous version of the discussion with Dr. Arindam Banerjee at the request of a few of our viewers. If you want to check out the actual video in Bengali, click on the I button and watch it. Special thanks to Dr. Arindam Banerjee for sharing the knowledge with us. Dr. Arindam Banerjee is a renowned orthopedic surgeon. He is associated with Narayana Super Specialty Hospital, Institute of Neuroscience Kolkata and Midline Nursing Home. Dr. Banerjee inherits enormous knowledge. We will learn some important information from Dr. Arindam Banerjee about those who are associated with orthopedic implant industry and are working as orthopedic OT assistants helping the surgeons during surgery.
In order to understand what are the roles and importance of orthopedic OT assistant and orthopedic technicians, we have to first know the background. In our country, orthopedic technicians are always associated with medical college. Usually they used to have two different works to do, either to plaster on patients at outdoors or dressing at indoors. They never used to come at OT in our country. I have seen trained orthopedic technicians abroad for the first time and realized these trained groups of people are very useful. They are assets to the doctors. When we have started working in our country in private hospitals, many times it was seen the junior doctors was not available to help the orthopedic surgeons. Meanwhile, there is no junior doctor available, but good assistance needed. Most of what we did was start training intelligent OT ward boy and staff nurse. We have given them opportunity so that they can learn orthopedics and assist us, the surgeons. This is a very important thing, and there are a lot of facets involved, which I will discuss point by point. A good orthopedic OT assistant has to do everything. The first task is to check the patient. They have to check the patient at OT, whether the patient has proper X-ray report or not, whether the equipments are properly sterilized, and if any extra equipment is required, it is kept as backup. Also, there are different stages of anesthesia during an OT. They also help in this. Also, when the patient gets anesthetized, either on the spinal or local block or GA, the patient needs to be positioned for the surgery. In such case, the surgeon and the OT assistant work together. The operation needs to be done in 3 different stages. If the assistant is very much experienced, he can or she can do it individually. Now when the OT starts, usually OT assistants and the OT staffs team together to arrange the equipment for each stage of the operation. There are multiple stages of operation. First, soft tissue and exposure. Second stage is surgery on the bone. And the final stage is stitching. All these three stages have different equipments which is required. These three different stages of operation are generally done from three different trolleys, which is arranged properly by the OT assistant and the OT staffs so that the operation carries on smoothly. In the last stage of operation, if the OT assistant is skilled enough, they can stitch the wounds after the operation, or backslabbing or plaster, whatever the requirement is, or in some cases if they require to apply traction. OT assistant can perform all these responsibilities depending upon the experience. This is not the end. They also need to make sure the reverse anesthesia process of the patient is done smoothly so that the patient is taken to the recovery room and handed over to the nurse safely. So thus the role of an orthopedic OT assistant or an orthopedic OT technician is very important. Usually the surgeons and their senior assistants, who are generally junior doctors, they are mainly involved in the actual OT where they are performing the surgery, whereas the orthopedic OT assistant or the orthopedic OT technician takes care of the equipment part. So an orthopedic OT assistant or an orthopedic OT technician is responsible for taking care of any problems or issues arising in the accessory and the instrument department. This is a very important question. So I will come back to what I was saying earlier. The role of this non-medical assistant, it was not planned. It has been in demand. When we were junior, we were the surgical assistant and we used to do the function. But in the past, the surgery was not as much as it is right now. It was much less, and junior doctors were also available. Nowadays, with the exposure of medical colleges, surgery numbers has increased 100 times more. The old infrastructure is no longer sufficient. When I started surgical practice in 1997, there was no trained technician in India. At that time, we started involving the intelligent ward boy staff nurse, but we have to remember surgery is an extremely technical subject. There is a big problem of half knowledge here. That's why proper qualification is necessary. What we faced in Bengal, these group of people in a phase did not receive any formal training. They have learned how to be an assistant, but never got any degree. They have got the functional knowledge, but they don't have any degrees. That's why they have been exploited and they were not paid according to what they deserved. In other states who have really worked on these people, they have a lot of technicians who do not have practical knowledge promoted to higher position, who supervise the people of Bengal who have got a practical knowledge. Fortunately, from the last 3-4 years, we have been working on these problems, and there are a lot of institutes that has come up who are providing formal training to these people. If there are any young technicians in the audience who is listening to this, I would request them to get a formal training and a formal degree. Hence, no matter what, how much practical skills you have, you will not get paid accordingly, or you will not get the respect you deserve in hospitals. The surgeon in the hospitals, they also go through a lot of formal trainings, and the person who assists surgeon, they also need a proper formal training for that.
If you have enjoyed the video, like it, share it. If you are new to our channel, subscribe it. Hit the bell icon to get the notifications for our upcoming videos. If you have any queries, comment below and we will surely reply back. If you want to know more about career prospects in orthopedic implant industry and wish to start a career in orthopedic implant industry, please click the link below in the description box and DM us to know more. Thank you and see you in our next video.